The PS5 is one of the most sought after gaming consoles that I can remember in my lifetime. One thing to factor into that is that consumers have gotten smarter instead of working harder. When the PS3 and the PS4 dropped, I don't remember consumers buying 4 or 5 of them at a time to resell. They just bought one. But in today's market, the one with the most PS5s is the king. Urban Tech Reviews, and today we're going to be reviewing my Sony PS5. Stay tuned. So far, I've bought 4 PS5 consoles, and the ticket on each of them was more than the manufacturer's suggested retail price. I bought 2 of my PS5s on the StockX app. One of them paying $800, the other one paying $900 for. The third PS5 I got on Walmart online, and I paid about $600 for that one. And the fourth PS5 that I got was a Christmas gift that my family got for me, and it was the disc version that still ran over $500. But just like that old saying, you gotta pay to play. And believe me, I'm trying to play. Now, 3 of the 4 PS5s that I got are the digital version, and for myself, I wanted the disc version.
What did he say?
And I wanted the disc version because I figured I'd get best of both worlds. In today's age, I believe that disc versions of consoles are kind of going out of style, and everything is moving more towards digital. Now with a disc version, I got the option of using a disc or just staying digital. Now, to be completely transparent, I ain't bought a game yet, a physical copy of a game yet to play for my PS5. Every game that I bought has been a digital game, and I probably won't buy any physical games. But just in that small case that I happen to want to buy a digital game, or a physical copy of a game, or I found somebody selling one that, you know, something that's crazy, you know, priced, or I can't pass it up, and I gotta get that physical version, that physical disc game, then I can do it. But to keep it 100, I ain't never put a disc into my PS5, and like I said, I don't plan on doing it anytime soon. So let's talk about what comes with your PS5. You get the console itself. You get the white DualSense wireless controller. You get a USB charging cable. You get the Astro Playroom, which is a pre-installed game. You get the base, an HDMI cable, the power AC cable, and a user manual. Let's get a look at our PS5 console. This right here is our charging port, which is USB type A, and right here we have a USB type C charging port, or port. You can plug in SSD drives, your external ones, in here if you have one of those to plug in. You have your eject button, and of course this is for your disc models only. You got your power button on that side, and then you got the sleek design on the front. On the bottom, you have your base, which comes off, and you can lay it vertically if you, you can use it vertically or horizontally. I like using mine vertical, so I stand mine up like that, but like I said, you could lay it down. Nothing on the top of the console, and let's look at the back of our console. And on the back, this right here is a USB type A, and this is plugged into my RGBs on my console. You got another USB type A. You got your LAN port right here, so you get your wired in connection, HDMI, and this is your AC power adapter port. I don't know what this is. This might be like some type of Kingston lock or something, or it might just not be anything, but they do have whatever this thing is right here. Let's get a closer look at the controller. You got your up, down, left, right directional pad. This button is to share or to get a video clip, save a clip. This is your left analog stick. You got a speaker right here. PlayStation button. This is your mute for your microphone. You see the microphone right there. This is a little microphone slot. This is where you can charge up your controller. if you had like a dock or something to sit into. Also, this is your 3.5mm headphone port. You have your right analog stick. This is your touch trackpad. Right here, this is your pause button. This is your triangle, circle, square, and X button. On the top, you got USB Type-C charging, R1, R2, L1, L2. On the back, this might be a reset button. I'm not actually 100% sure. A reset button on there, and that might be another microphone. So I really like these controllers. I feel like they're really ergonomic. They fit to my hand. They're really comfortable to game with for a long time. Definitely better than Xbox controllers in my opinion, but I'm really liking the shape, the feel, and everything about the PS5 controllers. So I'm gonna take you through the settings of the PS5 and we can check out everything and see what it's looking like. So this is your home page. You know what I mean? This is your basic screen that you'll pop up on. And if you start at the end, you got the PlayStation Plus, and if you're not a PlayStation Plus member, then you might want to think about that if you play online. Then you got the PlayStation Store, and you got Explore. We got Fortnite. This is your games. So after Explore, you got all your games and stuff like that. Then you have your media. This is where all your media will be stored if you screen record. I mean, you record your clips and stuff like that, screenshots and stuff like that. It'll be in this section. Then we got more games down here. So you see that there is games that do say PS4 on the games, like this. Ghost Recon has PS4. Red Dead Redemption has PS4, and NHL has PS4. Days Gone has PS4. So those are PS4 games, and I downloaded them, but you can play them on the PS5. Now also with that, there's PS5 games. So Fortnite, 2K23, Grand Theft Auto, which I do have Grand Theft Auto in the PS4 and the PS5 on here, but I didn't bring my my external hard drive because those games are stored on my external hard drive and they would have popped up on there. You would have seen those too. I got more games, Red Dead Redemption and stuff like that. So these games are still fully functional on here and everything that you go through. If you go to the end, you got your game library, and this is basically where all of your game storage is stored. So all the things that you your game data and all that is stored on here. If you go to media, then this is where all your media is. So you got all apps. You can go onto any of these streaming apps, Netflix, Disney Plus, Hulu, Prime Video, Max, Apple TV, Twitch, all of those things you can go onto. You go down further, you got music apps, any one of these, or video apps too. You can use any one of these if you want to. Just go into them like you would anything else. Backing out of this, if you go up here and fully to your right, there's a search bar, and the search bar you have you can look up whatever you want to look up in there. And you have settings. If you go into your settings, you have all your normal settings and stuff like that that you can go into and check things out. And back out of there, then you have your profile, and it tells you that you're a PS Plus member and all that other stuff. Backing out again, if you press the home button or the PS button on your controller, it'll bring up this menu. So it'll bring up the game that you're currently playing, trophies, PS5 feature tips, and then old news. And then if you go down, hit the down button, then you'll see that there's more where you can actually go home. This is the game that you're playing, so this is where you switch games in the switcher. So if I wanted to play a different game, then this is the active game, this is recent games, and I could just go in there and play those games from there. Notifications are in here, so all your PlayStation notifications will be in this section. Your game base, if you go into game base, this is like your friends, parties, and messages. All of that information is in there. Music, if you want to play music, you can play music in there. Downloads be in this section, as well as uploads. Volume is in this area. So if you want to output to a different thing, you want to output to the TV, you can do that. If you want to output to your controller, you can do that. Change the volume of it. mute game chat, voice chat, and this is your music and video volume levels. Out of there, you got your mic level, so you can hit mic. You can mute the mic. From here, you can adjust the mic level. Also, on your controller, there is this little clear button on the controller, and if you click that button, it will mute your mic as well. Right here is your accessories. So if you had any accessories connected on there, you could mess with those settings in there. Then you have your profile. Click your profile, shows your online status, your profile, actually your trophies, switch users, and you can log out. Go over here, shows your network status, and over here is the power off. You can enter rest mode or restart your PS5. I know a big question that everybody was worried about was, is the PS5 backwards compatible? And the short answer is yes, it is backwards compatible, and it will work with most of your PS4 games. It won't work with any other older generations of the PlayStation, but it will work with some, and most I should say, game titles with the PS4. Are you able to play cross-gen with other people? And the answer to that is yes, you can play cross-gen with multiple different users playing multiple different platforms. So if you got a friend playing Xbox, or you got a friend playing PC or something like that, you can play with all of those players. The internal storage on the PS5 is not enough. I repeat, it is not enough. I've already had to delete games and stuff like that, and move games in order to download new games or even to do updates. So buying a internal SSD will help you with that situation. I'm looking into getting the WD Black 2TB SN850 SSD with the heatsink. And I've been looking at that for a while, but I haven't pulled the trigger on it. But that's one of the best ones that I was able to read up on, and I think that it's a good one. It's decently priced on Amazon. I think it's around 200 something bucks. So definitely check that out, or look in to getting a different one if you don't like WD and want to check out other models. The graphics on the PS5 are just amazing. They look like so incredible. But to be honest, you'd be doing yourself a real disservice if you didn't play your PS5 on a 4K or 8K TV. The difference is amazing. The games load in like 10 times quicker than they did on the PS4. Like when I'm playing Madden and I'm playing an online game, soon as I hit it, boom, like we into the game. But when I was playing on the PS4, it might take like 30-40 seconds, maybe even a minute for that game to load into an online game. One of the first things that I noticed when downloading games is that they take way less time to download and to upload and all that stuff when on the PS5 compared to the PS4. Just for a little bit of reference, when I used to download GTA 5 on my PS4, it would take 30-40 minutes, maybe even an hour to download GTA on a PS4. Literally on my PS5, it was like 7 minutes, if that, to download GTA 5 on my PS5. So the download speeds is crazy. All of that stuff is just mind-blowing. Like loading in the games and all of that is phenomenal, and that's one of the best things that I love about it. Now, I wouldn't be doing this video any justice if I didn't give my likes and dislikes. All right, so basically throughout the whole video, I gave you the stuff that I like. So you should be able to come up with a few different reasons why I like it, because I'm pretty sure I put those out there. Now, why I don't like, or what I don't like about the PS5, to be honest, there's not many things out there that I can say, hey, I don't like about the PS5. Now, at least in that reference, talking about the console itself, there's not really things that I dislike, but the games are expensive. The controllers are expensive, and to be honest, I mean, I knew what I was getting into. You know, a next-gen console, you know what you're getting into. Everything is going to be expensive for it, and I mean, you got to play to pay, or you got to pay to play. You know what I mean. But honestly, I feel like I got the best console available. I believe that the Sony PS5 blows every other console out the water. No matter what it is, no matter who makes it, the PS5 is the king of the crop. And the only way I see the PS5 being knocked down is if Sony drops the PS6, which I don't understand why they would, but there's already rumors of the PS6 coming out and stuff like that. Now, if Sony usually drops their consoles like every 7 years or something like that, so hopefully they keep the trend and the PS5 lives a little longer and let me, you know, hold on to my money a little bit longer. But if they don't, and they they decide to drop the PS6 a little early, I'll probably be in line to get that one too. So finishing this review, I would say that I love my PS5 and it is just phenomenal. I wouldn't trade it in for any other console in the market. If you are thinking about getting a PS5, man, grab one. Don't BS around with it. They not that badly priced right now. You can get them for almost manufacturer's suggested retail price. I'm starting to see them in stores now, so you might find them a lot more frequently than you was finding them before. But you know, other than that, man, it's a great console, and I promise you, you're not gonna be disappointed. But it's Urban Tech Reviews. If this video helped you in any way, or you just appreciate my content, you can let me know by clicking the thumbs up. If you're not subscribed to the channel, you can do that by clicking on my logo on the bottom right hand corner of your screen. If you're not following me on all social media sites, all that information is in the description. And as always, Tech Family, stay blessed out there.